So the next shape we're going to go over is trapezoids. So trapezoids are our first example of a non-parallelogram shape. There is only one pair of parallel sides in a trapezoid. Now there are two different types. There is non-isosceles and isosceles. So just like a isosceles triangle, if we have an isosceles trapezoid, then we know that there are two sides called the legs that are congruent. And because of this, there are a couple additional facts that we can say. So, if we have two congruent legs, then we have two congruent base angles. We also would then know that your diagonals are congruent, and the opposite angles will be supplementary, so the ones that are connected by a diagonal. This is compared to a non-isosceles triangle. All you really know is that there's one pair of parallel sides and that the angles right next to each other are going to be supplementary. So based off of these statements, you should be able to determine if they would be an isosceles or non-isosceles triangle. So one pair of opposite sides parallel. So that actually would be both. I have congruent diagonals. That's only isosceles. Supplementary opposite angles, isosceles. Congruent base angles, and no congruent sides. So now, if we have a trapezoid, we have to remember that same side interior angle, so 104 and y must add up to 180 degrees. So then we subtract 104. So y is 76. And the same thing with x and 42. X is equal to 138 degrees. So this is a non-isosceles trapezoid because there are no congruent base angles. So for here, you're going to draw a trapezoid. Label it A, B, C, and D. So if AC is 16, then BD must be 16. So if we have ABCD is an isosceles triangle, trapezoid. Now the same thing, if they're the diagonals, they must be equal to each other because it is an isosceles triangle. You would solve for x is equal to 4. So those are the basic things that we need to know about trapezoids for you to do the rest of this lesson.